You know, so these are all little things you learn, you pick up along the way and go, oh, I never thought about that. You know, that's why I hate working clubs that run late. I don't like clubs that run late. I get the 10-minute late. I get to hold the door for 5 minutes. There's still people in line. But if I'm doing a 9:15 show and we start that show at 10, I'm not coming back to your club. Because guess who that gets put on? Me. That 45 minutes, that's 1 extra minute I got to work harder to get them because they've been standing on line, they've been pissed, they've been standing out in shitty weather. You know, they couldn't do coke outside, they couldn't whatever the fuck they're doing, they couldn't do. So now I got to work a different angle.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't like places that run their clubs. I like them on time. Boom.
Yeah, one of the late shows, I went to the bathroom when you were on, and there was a girl who had like alcohol poisoning in the bathroom on the ground, sitting on the ground, throwing up in the toilet. She had to be like taken out. And I was like, damn, I've never seen someone that drunk at a show, but I guess it's a late show. You know, she's been fucking drinking all day.
They get together at 6.
Yeah.
They don't know. They start at 6. They think it's cute.
Yeah, it's like, who's partying that hard for a comedy show? Don't you want to hear the material?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but I guess some people do.
Some people, you know, it happens that you ever go to a concert and you walk out and there's people barfing. They timed it wrong.
Yeah, but that feels different to me, a concert, because you're just kind of like, you don't need to really process. You know what I mean? You're just kind of like, I feel like you could be really fucked up at a concert. I guess it depends on how you take in the music.
Yeah, it's always something fucking weird. So when you came in here, we keep it current in here. You know, we try to. And this was something that was really, I talked a lot about it. I thought he wouldn't get convicted.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, I thought rape is very hard to prove. And especially when you have women protecting you. Like if you get women attorneys, fucking women turn vicious on women. You know, it's ugly, but you're trying to keep your client out of jail. But women against women, that's the worst fight there ever is. So I knew that it was going to be down. It was going to be an uphill. But they got him. You know, he fucked over a lot of people. Everybody knew about it. I don't want people to think that nobody knew what was going on. Yeah. Everybody was in on it, you know. And then you came in and blew my mind with a bombshell fucking story that he whacked off in front of you. When he came, what did he do? Well,
I only remember one time, and it wasn't in a... I never saw him come into a... We're talking about Harvey Weinstein. Right. For those of you who don't know who we're talking about. He came on the floor, on the carpet.
And did he get dizzy or anything?
No. It was backwards? No. I just saw him come on... He came onto the carpet and just left it there.
And he kept talking to you like nothing happened?
That time, it was like the last time I ever saw him, and it was
let's break it down.
Okay.
All right, so you get here. The year is
2013.
Okay, you're 26.
I'm 26.
You're hot to trot.
I'm hot. I moved to LA. I want to be an actor, you know, stand up. I had been doing some open mics in New York, but came out here, you know, for the whole thing. And the first weekend I got here, I did a photo shoot. I was living with a Russian supermodel at the time. And she was like, you have to do photo shoots. It helps you with your career. And I was so dumb and naive. I was like, okay. But today I'm like, how the fuck is that going to help me? You know, I see these girls who waste their time doing photo shoots on their fucking Instagram. And it's like, why you write a joke? You know what I mean? Like, why are you fucking getting dolled up and spending $500 on hair and makeup and doing a photo shoot? Like that, I don't know. Anyways, it's fun sometimes. But so I did this shoot with this guy, this photographer who was very good, did a lot of like sexy photos. And he was like, oh, you have to meet this producer.
Did he charge you?
No, he didn't. I think he was a perv though. I think he just wanted to see me in lingerie. It was like lingerie shit. Again, I don't know how this shows out was funny, but so he goes, I got this producer I want to introduce you to. He'll really like you. He ended up producing Requiem for a Dream, which was one of my favorite movies growing up. I had it on VHS. I was so excited to meet him. And so I'm texting with the guy. He goes, come meet me right now. I was like, okay. So I met him for coffee after the shoot. I was like, oh my God, this is like all happening so fast kind of vibe. So I'm hanging out with him. We're having coffee. And he's like, you're so funny. You know who would really like you? Harvey Weinstein. And I was like, Harvey Weinstein? And he was like, yeah. He was like, I could introduce you. Like, he loves meeting young actresses. And I was like, okay. So a couple days later, I'm fucking meeting him at the Peninsula. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I've been in LA for a week. I'm already meeting Harvey Weinstein. I'm having a great fucking week. You know, I'm doing LA right. And I get there, I walk into the lobby, and he's in the bar with like 2 female assistants, and they're drinking coffee and stuff. And he's like, let's have the meeting upstairs. And I'm like, great. You know, I figure he needs privacy. You know, he's Harvey Weinstein. Like, you know, he doesn't want to have a meeting in front of all these people. People are going to be coming up to him. I think nothing of it. We go up in the elevator. We're in the elevator, and he looks over at me and he goes, how old are you? And I was like, 22. And he goes, no, you're not. And I was like, 26. He goes, that's more like it. So we get up to the room. We're hanging out. And I'm telling him about myself. And he goes, I want you to write a sitcom for me about 2 girls living in LA. And like, dumb idea. But at the time, I'm like, okay. You know, he's probably just spitting out what I want to hear. So then he goes in the bathroom. He comes back. He's in a robe. And I'm like, oh, okay. He might be getting ready for a shower. It's time for me to go. And then he's just like, can you give me a massage? And I'm just like, I'm so bad at massages. I'm not good at them. So he gets like a little annoyed. And then he's like, and then he just takes his dick out and starts jacking off. And I'm just like sitting there like there wasn't much of a transition in between that. And I didn't say anything because like to me, like this first time, like I wasn't outraged. Like it was almost like funny to me. Like, okay, you know? And then he was like, so he just jacks off and I sat there kind of in shock. And then he was like, write that. And then he comes. I don't remember that particular, you know, but I'm assuming he came. And then he was like, okay, write that pilot for me. And I was like, okay. And then I just left. And I didn't see him for a while. He texted me a couple times, but, you know, it kind of just like nothing happened. So I didn't really think much of that. You know, I was like that. It was more like that was weird. I wasn't like I was outraged at first. I was just like, that was a weird fucking day. You know what I mean? So a couple months go by and I ended up going to the Cannes Film Festival. I was dating a studio executive for Paramount and he took me with him to Sundance, to Cannes. It was very fun.
We're going in like fucking Marines. You understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.